Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about 4 one-shot issues that are all part of the King in Black crossover. We have a Spider-Man one-shot, a Captain America one-shot, a Iron Man and Doom one-shot, and Black Panther. Now, as I mentioned in previous videos, the tie-ins to this crossover in general have not been the best. They've been pretty mediocre. Now, the Spidey one-shot is probably the best of this group. As usual, with Spider-Man having to deal with a symbiote or symbiotes, or in this case, a symbiote god, Spidey still feels guilty for bringing the original symbiote after the Secret Wars crossover to Earth, and that this whole situation with Null is probably tied to that fact. The good thing about this particular aspect of the plot is that in the epilogue of this crossover, that oddly enough, it's one of the better epilogues to a crossover. This actually gets resolved with a conversation that he's going to have with Eddie Brock. In this story, we have Spider-Man teaming up with Reptile, who, at least for me, was totally missing in action. I haven't seen him for a real long time. He was one of my favorite characters from the Avengers Initiative and Avengers Academy. So basically in this story, they're trying to save as many people as possible from the symbiote Grendels. Then we have the Iron Man and Doom story, where they have to deal with a symbiote Santa Claus. And the thing is that seeing Iron Man battle against a EO Santa Claus, at least it didn't work for me. Also, I don't know what's the deal with Doom. He seems very different. I'm not sure what happened to this character prior to this story. In the Captain America story, we have Steve teaming up with Winter Soldier and Falcon, also trying to save as many people as possible from the Grendels. And the only interesting part about this story is that Steve is having to deal with having been possessed by Null himself, and he still hears echoes of Null's voice within his head, which makes him doubt every single decision and have visions of doing terrible things to people. And this sounds pretty cool, but in execution, at least in this story, it sort of falls flat. And in the last story, it revolves around the fact that Wakanda is about to fall against Null's forces. And the whole idea that Wakanda has never been defeated, but at least in my time, I've seen Wakanda fall 2 or 3 times. It was destroyed twice by Namor and by the Atlanteans, and also by the Black Order. And in this story, Black Panther is able to use Claw's old arm cannon to defeat the symbiote army. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.